Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Cart Ride Around Nothing. Ooh, look who we got, Alexandowicz. Haven't seen Alexandowicz since well before my vacation. I thought he stopped playing. I see him online every now and then, but he's never in Cart Ride. He's always doing something else. But good to see him back again. And speaking of my vacation, I gotta say, I was not impressed with the way the United States treats people coming from other countries. When I got to the Philippines, and the Philippines used to be part of the United States, they were a territory until like 1947, and then they got their independence. But to go to the Philippines, all you need is a passport. You don't even need a visa. As long as you're staying for, I think it's like 2 weeks or less and have a return ticket, you don't even need a visa. You can just show up anytime you want. And when you get to their customs, they just ask you a couple of questions. Why are you here? Is it pleasure? Is it business? Do you have less than $10,000? And where are you going to be staying? And that's, pretty much it. They're not very intrusive at all. They kind of enjoy people coming to visit their country, and they're pretty trusting of people from other countries, at least from the United States. I don't know. But when I was coming home, we had two stops. First, we stopped in Guam, which I now call the People's Republic of Guam. And the second stop was Hawaii, which I don't swear in this channel, so I'm not going to call Hawaii anything, but I would highly recommend that you never, ever set foot in Hawaii. And I'll tell you why. We leave Manila, and it's like a 3-hour flight to Guam. So I get off the plane in Guam, and I'm only supposed to be there for like an hour and a half to catch another plane going to Hawaii. So I get to customs, and I'm a U.S. citizen. I got a U.S. passport. Guam's part of the United States. It's a U.S. territory. So I figure no problem. So I get to customs, and the guys are like, where's your customs form? And I said, oh, I don't need a customs form. I'm just here to catch another flight. Where's gate number 15? And I'll be out of your hair in 2 hours. And they said, oh, no, everybody coming into the country needs a custom form. So I was supposed to do it, I guess, online, but they don't tell anybody this. So you get there, and then the guy's like, oh, there's some forms over there. So there's a whole stack of forms on this table, but there's no pen. So I go up to the guy, and I said, has anybody got a pen? He's like, nope, sorry, you'll have to get one from somebody else. And I just start looking around people's desks. There was a bunch of desks laying around. I'm starting to open drawers that don't even belong to me. And I find a pen. So I fill out this long, intrusive form that asks me where I'm going to be staying on Guam, if I have any fruits or vegetables or animals with me. And I finally finish this form, and I sign it, and I bring it up to the guy. And he's like, where are you going to be staying? I said, I'm staying at gate 15. I told you guys I'm here for a layover, 2 hours. He's like, oh, okay, you can go. So rather than get arrested, I just kept my mouth shut, and I went to my gate, and I caught my next plane. So I get to Hawaii, and I'm supposed to be cutting through Hawaii for like an hour too, getting into another gate and then getting on my plane to go to Houston. And Hawaii makes everybody take their bags off the plane, even though we're not staying in Hawaii. They make every single person on the plane get their checked bags from the belly of the airplane. So we got to go stand at the, the place that rotates around the bag claim area. And they've got those baggage carousels. So everybody's bags start coming off. People are not happy because they're only there for like 2 hours, and there's no reason their bag needs to come off. And there's about 40 fat Hawaiians sitting around. And then it starts to occur to me, it's like, oh, Hawaii is like the biggest Democrat state in the United States. So basically they come up with these useless policies so their fat buddies can get jobs at the airport, and they can retire after like 15 years at like half their pay. So that's exactly what it is. We get off the plane, there's a bunch of fat Hawaiians, and they all point at the baggage carousel, and they say you have to get your bag and then bring it through customs for inspection, and then bring it back upstairs and put it back on the airplane again with your airline. So we go get our bag off the carousel, and like I said, I'm happy because I only got one bag and it's like 50 pounds, so it's no big deal. I see other people like, single mothers and stuff that have a couple of kids and like 15 bags, and they're crying their eyes out because this is a hassle at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So everybody's got to drag their bags back upstairs. And I get to the customs area where they're supposed to inspect your bags. And like I said, there's about 15 fat Hawaiians sitting around, and they just wave you through. They don't even look at your bag. They don't ask any questions. They just say, go to the elevator. So I go to the elevator, and there's no arrows or anything to show you where the next place to go is. So I remember that somebody said like it's lobby B4 or something like that. So I said, okay, it must be the 4th floor. So I pushed number 4, and the guy next to me says, no, it's floor number 2. And I turned to him and I said, how is anybody supposed to know that? He's like, well, I've done this before, so trust me, it's floor number 2. So I said, okay, I'm going to follow this guy. So we get up to floor number 2, and there's like 5 different corridors going in every direction. And I just follow him, and he takes me right to the counter for my airline, and they grab my bag. And again, I'm just biting my tongue. And like I said, I don't swear on this channel, but if I could, I would be swearing a blue streak right now because it was so frustrating and so useless. But anyways, so I check my bag in, and then they make us go through the TSA again. And so we get off the plane. Most places, you just get off the plane, you find your next gate, and you get on the next plane. But for some reason, Guam and Hawaii, and I said, the only reason I can think of, like I said, is because they're run by the Democrats. They're Democrat strongholds. And they have to find ways to employ all their people with government jobs so they can pay them off. Like, these are all kids of the party leaders or whatever, just like in communist countries. The party leaders, all their kids fill all the positions of like mayor and, police chiefs and all that. So it's corrupt as hell. So do me a favor, never go to Hawaii. Never, ever go to Hawaii. Not to mention, look at the price of a Big Mac on Hawaii. Definitely go to Palawan, though. I had a great time in Palawan. That house that I showed you, that Airbnb that we stayed at, was like 15, 16 bucks a night. 3 bedrooms for 15 or 16 bucks a night. And that was for like 60 nights for the entire 2 months. And then even at the end, we got a hotel for like 4 days, and it was only like 20 bucks a night. And it was a beautiful hotel. So, but anyways, look at that. I won another Kart Rider or Nothing with Alexandowicz and Nafe BG. And I will see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Have a good day. And if I ranted too much, too bad. It's my channel. I do what I want. Bye-bye.